There seems to be a theme lately, and the theme is a lot of people seem to be feeling despondent because I think during these times there's significant change that goes on in the exterior, and there's a significant amount of change that goes on in the interior with you or me or us, right? So I remember going to this rehab program, and in a very short period of time, I started to feel this internal sense of extreme opportunity for growth, right? Internal growth and mindfulness. And I remember saying to one of the counselors, I feel like I've wasted so much time. I wasted so much time getting high or getting drunk, and, I kind of feel like I'm behind now. Where is my identity? I'm very behind. Being behind kind of leaves me feeling with a void.
But what if that void could be a gift?
It's a gift. So embrace that space just for today. Stay where your feet are and be in the moment. And that's what the gift is. Being in the moment for today. And that's why they call it the present.
But what happens if we subconsciously hold that space for disappointment?
Is guilt, shame, frustration, and a concept of self-loathing. Because I'm not where I want to be. I'm not far enough in life. If I hadn't done this, then this wouldn't have happened, and so on and so on. So it happens with external influences, right? We kind of take a look or an inventory of what's going on around us, and we either use that for two things: for validation, to see if what we're doing is the right thing from others, or kind of like competition, right? You see what other people have, you say, I should be there at that point in time in my life, or I should have what they have. It's just a bunch of noise. And just then he turned to me and said, Sarah, God did not use Moses until he was 80 years old. It's not too late. In fact, God's using you right now. So I want you to understand, it's one thing if you're on a path in your life and you believe that God is steering your ship. So you feel like you have an identity, a purpose, right? Well, hypothetically speaking, let's just say you don't feel that way right now. But I want to put it to you in a different frame of thought. Hear me out. So what you were about to witness here, for the first time on U.S. soil in the next 3 to 4 years, what you will witness is now the United States really becoming true to its form, according to people that really have hopes and dreams for the United States of America. These next 3 to 4 years, you will begin to see things around you start to come into fruition. I kind of like to describe it like this. It's called the days of Noah. Everybody will be eating and drinking and being merry, giving into marriage and marrying, having children, building homes, successfully buying, successfully selling. We will see a time of peace that we haven't seen in quite some time. But be aware, because during this time when things seem to be kind of blossoming, right? We haven't seen it this good in a while. In my humble opinion, I think once the loose ends, if you understand what I'm saying, get tied up, the people that thrive here, want to be here and belong here, will start to feel liberation and hope in the American dream once again. But proverbially speaking, when the weather is beautiful, the bills are paid, and everything is business as usual, copacetic, par for the course, running along smoothly, familiarity breeds contempt. We lose the desire to remain prepared, and slowly our instinct to survive is interrupted. Everything's going to look pretty toasty and sweet for a little while. You were chosen to be a part of a time when you will have an extremely important job to do, both here on the human level and in the ethers on a spiritual warfare level. So the next time you want to feel like a loser, like you didn't get far enough in life because you were subject to your own destruction, your own destructive habits, don't hold it against yourself. Because the addicts, the recovered, the recovering, the broken, the damaged, and the hopeful that are filled with faith, we're chosen and spiritually manufactured for a time like this. Why? Because we've suffered already and we've come out on the other side. And now we are to set an example. So give yourself a pat on the back. You were chosen at a time when you would be needed more than any other time in history.